Welcome to our QBR Masterclass number 14, entitled The Case for Partnership Business Plans. This masterclass was shaped by Invictus, a poem written by William Ernest Henley in the movie of the same name. Invictus is a powerful and uplifting poem and also inspired Nelson Mandela for the 27 years as he served on the Robben Island prison in South Africa, charged simply with organizing an illegal strike and leaving the country without valid travel documents. The poem serves as a testament to the indomitable human spirit and resilience in the face of adversity. This is the same kind of resolve that partner sales managers need to succeed in a highly complex role to drive more ecosystem revenue. The quote we will hear often from channel sales leaders managing this complexity is, "I know we have to do partner plans and QBRs, but they are so difficult to do for all our partners." Today, we'll review what good plans and QBRs look like, why they are so critical to driving partner-led revenue growth, how to implement them successfully at scale, and what are the impacts to your channel/ecosystem when you do them well. Gary Mars, the CEO and founder of Successful Channels, will lead the class. Just a few quick notes before we begin. The masterclass will run approximately 45 minutes, with another 10 to 15 minutes for questions and answers. We encourage questions. Please use the Q&A function on your Zoom link to record your questions. At the conclusion of the masterclass, you will be asked to complete a short survey. For those who complete the survey, you will get a copy of the slides used. So without any further ado, here's Gary Morris to kick off our session.
Thank you, Bob. And welcome to our 14th QBR Masterclass. We're so inspired by the Nelson Mandela story, we wanted to share some quotes on every slide of today's webinar to further embolden your commitment to JBPs and QBRs. Quotes like, "After climbing a great hill, one only finds there are many more hills to climb." Now, all of you know the role of partner sales manager is one of the most difficult, complex roles of any business-to-business sales role. They're selling much more than a product. They're selling and enabling an entire business value proposition for their partners. The only way to get full potential from a partnership is to develop joint plans, a shared set of goals, and track partnership actions and successes. They're a lot of work. And the question that is continually asked is, are joint business plans, JBPs, and QBRs worth the bother? This slide highlights the 10 business outcomes and considerations for doing them well. Most importantly, they build partner commitments, capabilities, and ensure that plans get built and tasks get done. We have found that when partnership plans get built and QBRs get executed, targets are achieved. Now, as Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found in playing small or less than you are capable of. For partnerships, we say, go big or go home. Your joint business plans are the foundation of defining what your partnerships are capable of. It reduces risk, helps build new ideas, better manage your business, and gets all teams on the same page for your collective success. And as we'll outline today, with the support of workflow automation technology, they are much easier than you think to complete. And to be clear, the single-minded goal of JBPs and QBRs are to drive more partner-led revenue growth. Now, another one of my favorite Nelson Mandela quotes is, "Money won't create success. The freedom to make it will." Frankly, we see QBRs as doing exactly the same thing for your partnerships. Many partnerships do not achieve anywhere near their full potential because MBRs and QBRs are not consistently executed. The freedom of business insights, tracking progress, visibility into performance is what makes QBRs such a powerful ecosystem business success enabler. They are worth the bother because they keep your partnerships on track, and most importantly, they avoid any surprises on either side. JBPs are designed to easily plan your work for your partners, and MBRs and QBRs are a highly efficient method to work your plan and track your progress. Now, each of these QBR attributes generate valued partnership outcomes. These include cementing commitments, creating stronger partner and brand representatives in the marketplace, increasing channel manager engagement, and tracking revenue and ROI outcomes. So it's time for our first poll. Our first poll, I'll just read the poll and then we'll activate it. What are the top barriers for doing JBPs and QBRs for your ecosystem channel partners? Now let's activate the poll and please select all that apply. Okay, that's great. Bob, I love that. It was like, I felt like I was in Cape Canaveral and we were doing the blast off. So I think obviously the first one is systems. And I love that. I mean, the fact of the matter is we're going to talk a lot about Excel, PowerPoint, and Word is the primary system that's used. And process is number two. There's a lack of guided process to do this effectively. And we're going to talk a lot about how much frustration and angst is associated with it. And finally, data. Automatically integrating data into your polls is a key barrier. So these are the same things that we're seeing. And then also, obviously, the time it takes to prepare. So those are some really good insights. Okay, share results. Okay, so I think we can end the poll now. Gagan, do I just close it, end the poll? Okay, so now let's go to the next slide. Okay, so 12 years ago, we realized that the channel ecosystem-led business processes like joint partner business planning, partner scorecards, end customer account planning, and QBRs were broken. Specifically, these processes were not managed consistently. They lacked automated data updates. They were highly variable from manager to manager. And as a result, they were done both poorly and infrequently for your partners. At the same time, partners are looking for their brand, channel manager teams for more business guidance, more structured growth processes, more deal support, and insights into how to build a more competitive business. Our mission at Successful Channels has to become the world leader in partner sales cultivation progression tools. Our tool set is 100% focused on delivering measurable sales growth from your ecosystem. Now, these tools are designed to make the complex simple to implement. The Successful Channels Partnership Sales Cultivation Platform automates these 8 steps to help your channel managers deliver professional support in a fraction of the time. Joint partner business plans, JBPs, partner performance dashboards, business action plans, partner life stage scorecards, and QBRs have never been easier to develop and deliver. These guided workflows integrate seamlessly into your CRM, PRM, LMS, and other support systems. We're going to take you through each of these 8 steps and show you how they are supported by workflow automation technology. Additionally, how all these steps coalesce in a consolidated one-click QBR presentation. And finally, they are tools dedicated to improve partner sales manager productivity and effectiveness. Now, with Successful Channels, you can offer your team a fully integrated, streamlined, and guided process for building partner sales effectively. No more do your partner managers have to access multiple systems and spend hours and days to prepare business planning and QBR tasks. They can now focus on the fun part of the job, which is being a professional growth consultant, business enablement and account planning consultant with their partners. The Partnership Sales Cultivation Toolset automates partner engagement processes to allow partner managers more time to build deeper relationships and close more deals. Each of these 8 critical partnership sales management steps are supported by guided JBP web modules to complete efficiently for and with your partners. These data-integrated task tracking systems also export the status of these same 8 components in a one-click PowerPoint or PDF presentation. It can be configured end-to-end or deployed with a selected modules by partner. This toolset makes partnership sales management simpler, consistent, scalable, and much more effective in building revenue growth. Let's take a look at our second poll. What are the most important elements of cultivating partnerships at your organization? Can we activate the poll, please? All right, so wow, looks like building trust, demonstrating a trust-based relationship. I love that. I wasn't expecting, frankly, that to be the top one, but I mean, that's literally what the mission is of a joint business plan. It's a shared set of tasks, it's a shared set of goals, it's a shared set of activities, and QBRs is what brings that together. Collaborative, active collaboration on opportunities. You know, another thing we're going to talk about is how do you tangibly do joint in customer account collaboration and planning. And then also looks like a tie for providing leads and joint business plans. So these are some really good insights. We're going to provide the summary of these to all attendees. Okay, so 12 years ago, when we founded Successful Channels, JBP and QBR processes were broken and still are today. The channel cataclysm occurs when partner sales executives are required to manage their partnership business plans and QBRs with the use of desktop tools, Excel, PowerPoint, Word, Google Docs. Smartsheet-based JVP tools are a train wreck waiting to happen. The time is right for partnership sales management automation and best practices. Now, step 1 in the partner sales cultivation process, any good JBP starts with a partner performance dashboard where targets are set, progress is tracked, and metrics are automatically updated. During the setup, you'll select from over 200 available pre-built partner program metrics for tracking sales, pipeline, end customers, and other measures of success. This dashboard is integrated with your CRM. Now, the Partner Performance Dashboard is organized as a guided 4-part monthly discussion with your partner sales leadership. It allows you to have an automatic status discussion every week, month, or quarter on these 4 topics. Revenue, discuss year-to-date revenue outcomes, including performance to plan, and other revenue diagnostics updated instantly. Pipeline, discuss a range of leading opportunity-related indicators of growth by close date, by create date, by stage, who created, and other insights. Sales diagnostics, review other sales productivity signals, including win rate, cycle time, renewals, and more. And top 10 metrics, review top customers, products, markets, and other ranked year-to-date outcome metrics for the partnership. All of these insights are delivered on a virtual silver platter inside your MBR and QBR presentation. Now, here is a sample of what a partner performance dashboard looks like. Each selected metric can be aligned with a specific partner program requirement. These metrics are updated in real time and can be customized by individual partner and are viewable in a dashboard, in Salesforce, in your PRM, and a part of your QBR export presentation. Now, we are often asked, how is this different than a Salesforce, Tableau, or other analytics application dashboard? They are very similar. However, this partner performance dashboard is provided for ease of use for partners and partner managers as an integrated part of an end-to-end MBR QBR system. This is just one part that brings all partnership management tasks together in a unified one-click presentation. Now, here's another great Nelson quote. A good head and a great heart are always a formidable combination. I love this guy. The second step in a partner sales cultivation process is figuring out how to capture the heads and hearts of your partner team into a hardworking partnership plan. This profile module allows for a lot of flexibility to align your partner's business priorities with your brand and build a strong foundation for collaboration. Now, Nelson Mandela identified himself as a humble servant of his people. Again, partnership sales managers lead with this same approach with their partners. Their mission is to create joint action plans that build belief and commitments and trust, as we identified in the earlier poll. The Partnership Business Action Planning module is designed to provide expert guidance for building a growth plan with your partner. Partnership managers can pick from a range of recommended growth objectives, activities, and tactics to achieve their planned targets. This action planning module is uniquely designed to assist in building plans with executives that have little experience in doing so. You'll be able to turn your partner manager teams into expert business action planning consultants in no time. It allows you to pre-architect the focus objectives, supporting activities, and recommended tactics to align your partner plans with successful strategies for growing your brand. Creating your own is also an option, but we have found that this planning taxonomy, when it is done well, 90% of the time your channel managers and partners will pick from the recommended options. A second part of step 3 is a sales stage organized end customer account action planning process to help advance overlap accounts to closed-won deals. This process is directly integrated into your Crossbeam account and your QBR report, and as we discovered earlier, is the number 2 most important thing in the poll that we highlighted. This end customer account planning process works in a very similar fashion. Partner managers can assign the sales stage of an end customer account opportunity and select from a range of recommended appropriate actions based on that stage. This makes opportunity action planning easy and professional and helps advance deals to the closed-won stage in less time and at a greater rate. The automation and guidance provided by these tools makes action planning easy and more effective for partner managers. Now, it's understandable why Nelson Mandela was so inspiring to his South African countrymen. His quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done," captures the essence of partner sales management perfectly. There are simply too many actions and too many tasks and too many partners to manage effectively. And with JBPs and QBRs, all roads lead to tasks. The sheer volume of actions in a partnership management process makes task management the single most important part of a JBP and QBR process. Tracking and completion of tasks are the biggest determinants of partnership success. Making sure that tasks are assigned, notified, reminded, and reviewed in MBRs and QBRs is the foundation of an effective workflow automation process. Now, step 5 contains the secret weapon for task completion. The task owner personal dashboard. This adds a high degree of certainty to any joint business planning process by ensuring that your plans actually get executed. Now, planning by itself helps you and your partners gain alignment, commitments, and enthusiasm about the future of the partnership. But you'll only realize this potential if all the plan-defined tasks get completed. The personal dashboard is what the personal dashboard does for your partner planning process is the following. It is delivered via email and via Salesforce. It notifies your task owners of their assigned tasks. It allows task owners to manage their planning tasks directly from their inbox. These updates will automatically flow into your business plan and into your QBR, They do not even have to log into the JBP unless they want to add new actions. Partners can accept their plan via a DocuSign from their personal dashboard. Partners can accept their QBR as validation for the completion in their personal dashboard, and partners can download their latest version of the plan in QBR from their personal dashboard at any time. The personal dashboard is all about getting plans completed so the partnership can realize its full potential. It's time for our third poll. Which of the following actions would increase the rate of partnership task completion? Can we activate the poll, please? Now, please select all that apply.
Wow.
So Bob thinks he's in mission control. Thank you, Bob. So that was excellent. Well done. Okay, so collaborate. I love it. So how do you, the question was, which of the following actions would increase the rate of partnership task completion? So collaboration was clearly the number one. Number two was a dashboard, to your personal dashboard, the importance to deliver not just in the plan and have actions buried in the plan, but actually take those actions, package them in a personal dashboard for that individual user and deliver it right to their inbox so they can make sure that they get completed. So dashboard was cited as the second. And the third was the ability to assign tasks. And not just assign it in a blank field, but actually assign and trigger a notification reminder workflow. So, all right, this is great. Thank you for your feedback on that. Let's go back to the presentation. Okay, now step 6 is commonly referred to as the partner life stage scorecard. This measures plans and develops capabilities of a partner as your representatives in the marketplace. This equips your partner manager team via a simple questionnaire to create a stoplight scorecard, and partner blueprint in 5 to 10 minutes. Example of scorecard categories include onboarding, sales enablement, services enablement, technical enablement, support and renewal enablement. Each of these are customized for your brand and turns your partner manager team into expert partner enablement consultants. Then create action plans to turn your partner's capabilities from red to yellow and yellow to green, and add these same tasks to a consolidated task manager and assignment and notification system. Here are some examples of some proven partnership capability metrics that are used widely with successful channel sales teams. These are the kinds of partnership capabilities topics that you want your team discussing with their assigned partners. The better your partners are in these areas, the stronger sales representatives they will be for your brand in the market. And all of these are customized for your brand. Now, I can't think of a better quote from Nelson Mandela than, "It is in the character of growth that we should learn from both pleasant and unpleasant experiences." We have heard countless times from channel ecosystem sales leaders how unpleasant it is to create and deliver partnership NBRs and QBRs. They take days and even weeks to pull together, requiring team members to build presentations by accessing multiple systems. Sadly, the channel team member character is revealed by incomplete or missed QBRs. More often than not, QBRs don't get produced and don't get delivered. Automated, guided, one-click QBR systems give all partner managers instant character. They can live the promise of planning their work and working their plan easily with their partners. This allows all partnerships to live up to their full potential. Now, whenever you're evaluating the implementation of new workflow automation software of any kind, the number one question is, will our team actually use it? At Successful Channels, we have developed the 11 JBP and QBR adoption attributes to increase the rate of partner and partner manager use. we have developed the following JBP and QBR attributes that drive high rates of adoption: making them easy to complete, providing automated data updates, providing integrated best practices, providing task assignment, notification, and reminder system, all built into a personal dashboard infrastructure, and consistent MBR and QBR delivery cadence with one-click presentations. Implementation of a system designed for adoption creates happy and engaged users. The title of this masterclass is The Case for Partnership Business Plans and QBRs and ROI. There are two impact areas for making the case to automate these processes. Direct outcome measures, or metrics, is the first. These are the outcomes of creating joint business plans, gaining partner acceptance of those plans, and consistent execution of monthly and quarterly business reviews. Executing your joint plan partnership actions is much easier when supported by automation tools. And the outcome is to keep your brand top of mind, to be the considered brand and preferred solution for all new customer opportunities developed with that partner. The derived outcome metrics, we have found that partnerships that complete all plan and QBR actions generate across-the-board growth. This includes growth in pipeline, revenue, profits, and ROI for your brand. The case for JBPs and QBRs is very compelling. The key historical limiter has been how difficult they are to implement. With automation technology, the sky is now the limit for your channel and ecosystem sales growth. Now, here's another great quote that synopsizes the role of a partner sales manager. They also help their partners see the growth opportunities from all sides. This planning platform tracks and reports a wide range of cross-partner planning system engagement measures. You'll be able to monitor the completion of all partner plans, partner plan acceptance and brand plan approvals, partner manager activity levels, roll-up life stage partner scores, account profile completion, roll-up partner performance dashboard reporting, and much more. This allows for bottom-up partner plan management and top-down cross-partner ecosystem planning management. Now, JBP and QBR systems are also much easier to implement than other channel systems because they provide a guided, step-by-step workflow and are pre-integrated with best practices from hundreds of other brands. These can be easily adapted and modified to be specific to your brand and deployed in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. Now, there are two alternative progressive deployment options: a 2 to 3 week or a 4 to 6 week system deployment. We refer to these deployments as in a box because the setup comes preloaded with best practice settings, planning system recommendations to simplify and streamline the configuration process. Now, there are 4 components of the deployment that makes it highly efficient and effective. It includes pre-integrated objectives, scorecard taxonomy, customer account planning structure, and dashboard metrics. This makes the brand customization process quick and more effective. It includes sample partners, plans, and QBRs to model and test the planning system. It includes successful channels-led data integration and successful channels-led training and mentoring. Please contact us for more information on these 2 options. Now, here is the joint planning system functions that are enabled by these 2 deployment options. The 2 to 3 week quick start allows you to set targets, define plans, partner DocuSign plan, accept and approve, assign tasks and review progress. And when you're ready to leverage the full planning system, also consider the 4 to 6 week fully custom. the partner profile, the partner life stage scorecard, enablement action planning, and end customer overlap account plan. It's time for our fourth poll. So the poll is, what are the important steps to include in developing committed partnerships for your plans? Now, blast off. Okay, so number one is what we've been hearing throughout this masterclass is collaboration and building belief and trust together with a collaborative planning and QBR process. So it's really exciting to hear that. And secondly, the ability to where the partner manager can create a first draft. And the way that we found is that the partner manager creates a first draft, exports it, and sends it to the partner and says, hey, George, let's meet next Tuesday at 3 o'clock and let's go over and refine this together. And what that allows is for a collaborative refinement on targets, on plans, on tasks, on scorecards. And then the goal here, which is the next most important, which is gaining partner plan acceptance. It's a simple DocuSign plugin, but it's an important action that once you've collaborated, refined together, you can create an acceptance action where the partner accepts the plan and the plan approval being the next one. And then finally, the export, the simplification. Again, just addressing those historical barriers. Okay, there's actually, scroll down a little bit. Okay, the assign, notify, and remind. That actually has transformed our businesses, the ability to do this assign, notify, and remind. That was something that we just introduced about 6 months ago. Our clients have been asking for it for years, and it's really transformed plan and tactic completion. So, okay, let's end the poll and head to the next slide. Okay. All right, let's end the poll. Excellent. Okay, well, Bob, that was a lot of fun. Creating unconquered or Invictus partnerships, that's what unconquered means in Latin, or Invictus means in Latin, is easier than you think with the use of partnership sales automation toolset. We also hope you gained some even better appreciation for the greatness of Nelson Mandela, the father of modern South Africa. The biggest fans of JBP and QBR tools are usually partner sales executives, as they can do so much more in less time and create happy and motivated partners. So, Bob, did we get any audience questions?
We have a few questions, and by the way, all the rest of you, now is the time to put your questions in the Q&A box. The first question revolves around how difficult it is to begin this program. Where's the best place to begin? We haven't got a formal platform in place yet, and where would we start?
Well, maybe that's the chicken or the egg. When you think of your partnership business plan, it's a direct reflection of your partner program. So your partner program typically defines what it is you're looking for from your partnership. Are you looking for the achievement of certain sales and pipeline targets? Are you looking for certain enablement goals like sales enablement, targeting enablement, onboarding? Are you looking for a certain actions like renewal actions, services support actions, collaborative development of solutions? All of those are typically defined in your partner program. The nice part about your planning system is you can architect all of that in your planning system. We've actually, for some clients, we've actually helped them define their program by defining their plan. So what comes first, the chicken or the egg, the program or the plan? The answer is yes. If you have a well-defined program, we can directly reflect that program in the planning system. If you don't have a well-defined partner program, the process of configuring it will help you define your program, because you can pick from a wide range of metrics and capabilities and outcome metrics that you're looking for from your partners.
Okay, thank you, Gary. We have a few more questions here as well. I saw Crossbeam mentioned. Do you support other platforms like Workspan?
Well, we integrate with a wide range of technologies. So we have a full set of REST APIs where we integrate very deeply with Salesforce, with overlap plans like Crossbeam and others, all PRM systems. So we're part of an ecosystem, and we've recently joined the new 360 Insights marketplace ecosystem orchestration platform. If you haven't signed up for that, tomorrow is the big launch for that. So and both Workspan and Successful Channels and a wide range of leading channel vendors are all part of that new ecosystem orchestration platform. I would definitely encourage you to join that, because we're trying to do exactly what's behind the intent of that question, is to make what's called loosely coupled integration of the best-in-class available tools, so you can configure a program and enablement system in a fraction of the time.
Okay, and a follow-on to that is this a SaaS platform?
Okay, so this is a SaaS platform. It's SaaS, but it's also integrated. We have data integration, we have UI and SSO integration. So think of SAML 2.0. So in other words, you can serve the entire partner planning system seamlessly inside of your PRM, inside of Salesforce, inside of other platforms seamlessly. It's like as of the day after tomorrow, within our current systems, wow, I now have a planning and QBR system seamlessly integrated.
Great, and we have a very interesting question. Who owns creating the JBP in the company? Is it by sales or marketing or both? How could we ensure the synergy between the teams and partners?
So I think that's one of the key design principles of this whole system, is that first, the starting point is your partner sales executives are not expert in building business plans. They don't know the right objectives. They don't know all the right metrics and the scorecard metrics. Your experienced people know more, but as we said earlier, there's a lot of inconsistency. This is the opportunity to do two things: to leverage best practices that we've codified for the past 12 years, but also bring together your sales leadership, your marketing leadership, your technical leadership, and codify an engagement model so that when you're meeting with your partners, you have the best of what your company has to offer. Your best recommended metrics, your best recommended action plans, your best recommended capabilities blueprint. And frankly, we've heard that's what your partners expect from you. We hear all the time from partners, hey, you guys at the brand, you know what works best. Show me a blueprint of how I can do it here. Sometimes we call it like services prototyping, where they're saying, can you help me prototype a service that I can build around the delivery of your solution? Give me pricing and packaging and staffing and support models that I can use to build a more successful model. So this allows you to codify using best practices, but also integrate very efficiently your sales leadership input, your marketing leadership, your technical and your support leadership, all in a unified system. So now your partner managers, your partner sales leaders have the best of what the company can offer at their fingertips.
There's another interesting question. Would you share the link to the 360 Insights launch? It sounds very interesting.
Sure. We'll include that. How can we do that? I guess we could put that in the, yes, we'll include that in our follow-up. Absolutely.
Okay, great. The other question has to do with support. It seems like there's a lot of potential work to be done. What's the division of labor? Who does what and how do you do it?
Sure. I mean, one thing that we have found about channel sales leadership versus direct sales leadership, there are, very limited staff, very limited time, very limited bandwidth, and poor data systems. So right off the back, channel sales leaders are fighting with one hand tied behind their back. For us, what we do is we overcompensate. In other words, we don't throw an admin system at you and run the other direction. We actually lead the implementation process. We host the work sessions, pull the data out from you, and give you what we call something to disagree with, your potential metrics, your scorecard, your action plan, and pull that information in organized work sessions. We take your input and configure it for you. So each subsequent question, you're looking at your planning system configured and making further refinements. So the division of labor is effectively 80% on successful channels, 20% on our clients.
Okay. And I think I did share the link in chat.
Oh, great, Bob. Thank you.
With the Ecos 360 Insight. Okay. How do you integrate this with Salesforce? It is my system of record.
Sure. So Salesforce has, we have two different integrations. One is the historic managed package, which we're on version like 36 of our managed package integration. And more recently, Salesforce has simplified what's called a connected app. So we have a very robust connected app. I'd say the majority of our deployments now are using the connected app because it dramatically simplifies the work that's required. Literally, 90% of the object and field mapping and data sync verification can be done right from our admin system. And to go further, not only can it be done, so there's very little work with the IT department, extremely little work. But typically what we found, Salesforce teams, just like Tamil teams, have limited bandwidth. So typically what we do is we ask to gain access to a sandbox. Your Salesforce org can provision a sandbox. We'll do the object and field mapping and data sync verification. So we can minimize the work required by your Salesforce and IT teams. What that does is that it does that same 80-20 division of labor. 80% of the work is done by the successful channels team.
Okay, and also some people said that they can't get into the chat link. We'll send you the link. I don't know why it's not working, but clearly that it's been sent out to everybody. But we'll send it out to you shortly after the session is over. I think we have one more question, and it has to do with the size of my group. I have a small group right now. I'm building it. Would this system be appropriate for me?
I think, well, first of all, I would say the business problem for a channel ecosystem of 10 partners and 200 partners are the same. All of the principles we talked about today are the same. You need to build commitments. You need to build capabilities. You need to build joint plans and QBRs. But generally, smaller teams have smaller staff. So in both cases, you need automation technology to be able to do this efficiently. The business case is extremely compelling for 50 to 100 to 500 partners. But we have clients that have as few as 6 or 7 partners because they have aspirations to get to many more partners than that. And the other thing is you can start our system for as little as $10,000, with fully implemented and activated. So there are ways to start in a short amount of time, in a small amount of cost, with a small number of team members, leveraging the best practices, and do a crawl, walk, run, expand and grow as you grow. All of those are parts of our support and configurations. Okay, we have time for one more question. This question is, Successful Channel offers the complete partner portal and the modules you mentioned in the presentation. If so, will it integrate with LMS applications? Will it support uploading content such as presentations, videos, etc.? Okay, so just one thing to clarify. We're not a portal for a PRM system. We don't compete with PRM. We complement. So just to clarify that, PRM systems have what I would call, and they would all admit, a planning system light, generally just some simple form. We've been doing this for 12 years. We are miles deep in planning QBR, whereas PRM is just, kind of has a more modest. It's one of many. They would all admit that. That's why we integrate with them. So back to the question, LMS. We have a module specifically for learning management integration. Many times we can integrate with LMS, but oftentimes that certification data is included in Salesforce. So either way, we can bring that data in so you can tell not only by partner so you can include in your QBR who and what are the certifications that have been achieved, but oftentimes it's called program level achievement, where you need a certain number of a certain type of certifications. We also support that, the ability to display that. And in addition to all of that, the question was asked, programmatic versus flat file or upload integration. The answer is yes, we support both. Because there's many systems, and sometimes we find that the IT teams, even though it's very little work, they just can't even talk to us right off the bat. So we provide a flat file upload system to be able to get started just with, let's call it, once a month or twice a month flat file uploads. You'll have the same outcome. You'll just only update the data maybe once or twice a month. So then you just come up with like an SLA with your team. It says, hey, make sure you do your QBRs, like after the 10th of the month or after the 22nd of the month. So it coincides with when the data is being updated. The same applies not only to certification data, but the same applies to pipeline and other data. It all can be uploaded. Think of it as belt and suspenders. It can be programmatically integrated through our connected app or APIs, or it can be flat file upload.
Okay, well, I think we've come to the end of the questions right now. I thank everybody for taking their time. For those of people who asked for the information about the 360 Insight, I did text it to you inside the Q&A, so hopefully you get that. In the meantime, thank you so much for attending. As we said, there's a survey that will come afterwards. And for those who fill out that survey, we'll send you all of our slides. In the meantime, thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.